Pleasure to see everyone here tonight.
Okay. All right. So you want that side?
Say
Okay.
a couple of words, John,
Yeah.
and then.
Well, look, I just want to say how pleased I am to have Justin Trudeau in Markham tonight. And he's done one event already, and now he's doing a big one here. And we're going to raise lots of money, which will help him very much when he becomes leader of the Liberal Party in the not-too-distant future. So you go ahead, Justin.
Well, it's just a real pleasure for me to be back in Markham with John. It's a pleasure to be so warmly welcomed by the Chinese community once again. It's been a tremendous leadership race that is continuing right across the country, and I've been touched and humbled by the level of support that Chinese Canadians in particular have offered me right across the country, and I look forward to working with all communities in the coming months and years to make sure that this country gets back on the right track.
So you're in Markham, the most diverse city in GTA. So what's the Liberal policy about diversity?
Diversity should be a source of strength for this country, not a source of weakness. We have a government right now that is very clever about picking and choosing communities to play against each other and to take issues that divide Canadians rather than bringing people together. For me, Canada is one of those places in the world that has figured out how to be strong, not in spite of its differences, but because of those differences. And that is the kind of bringing together that I'm going to be focused on in the coming years.
What's your vision on the relationship between Canada and China?
I'm extremely proud of the long history of a solid friendship between China and Canada. It started with Dr. Bethune, continued with my father, Pierre Elliott Trudeau, who was the first Western leader to recognize China and to visit China, and then continued through Prime Minister Chrétien, who was known for having very strong relations. Unfortunately, this current government with Mr. Harper has started off a little bit on the wrong foot with China, and then has worked hard to make up the difference. And I'm very glad we're welcoming the pandas here, which is a wonderful thing to demonstrate a new future in Sino-Canadian friendship. But at the same time, I worry about the missed opportunities. I was proud of being the first leading politician to come out in support of the CNOC-Nexon deal. Even before Mr. Harper did that, it just makes sense for us to be building stronger relations with China at this time, and I'll be continuing to encourage Mr. Harper to take China seriously as an important friend and ally.
There's critics on they need more details about your future plans. Can you elaborate a little bit about that?
The fact of the matter is I've been very, very clear about a number of policies, from my support of the CNOC-Nexon deal to my support for stronger environmental regulations, to my support for many different issues across the country that come forward. But the one thing I will not do is have the kind of top-down governance that Mr. Harper has perfected, where one man or one small group of people decides for everyone else what is in our best interest. I think Canadians know that we deserve better than that, and we deserve to be part of a conversation that is building solutions for the future. And I will not pretend to have all the answers now, 2 years before the next election. When the next election comes around in 2015, the Liberal Party will have listened and worked with Canadians of all backgrounds from coast to coast to coast, and will present an ambitious, responsible, financially stable but progressive agenda that everyone will support in the coming years.
So Ontario used to be the votes, making the Liberal to be the governing party. Now you have less MP compared to Conservative. So what's your strategy for rebuilding fruitful in Ontario?
That's a great question, and the answer actually applies to right across the country. We're down to 35 seats in the House of Commons. That's a tremendous challenge, but it's also a tremendous opportunity to rethink the kind of party we want to be, to rethink the kind of party that Canada needs us to be. Not a party that is anchored in ideologies of the left or of the right, but based around values and pragmatic solutions that move us forward without playing favorites to any region or any community other than others. The way we do that is by reconnecting on the ground with the kinds of concerns that Canadians have, and that is effective in Ontario, and it's effective right across the country.
One last question, please.
Okay. And I believe that there will be 600 plus, supporters tonight to attend your fundraising party. What are you going to say to them?
I'm simply going to talk about how excited I am that right across the country in halls like this here tonight, Canadians have come forward and said that they're tired of being cynical about politics, that it's time once again we started voting for something and not just against something. It's time we stopped having politicians choose to divide us rather than bring us together. Mine is going to be a message of positivity and hope and working together to build a stronger country for ourselves and for our children, and I'm very excited about meeting every single one in this room downstairs.
Thank you.
And that will take a while because there's so many of them.
I
But
look forward to it.
He's quick at it.
Thank you very much.